thing more, and the thing that I'm probably not going to go to is the Fable 2 Peter Molyneux thing.
It's called Fable 2, the big three features revealed, or as I like to say, Fable 2, Peter Molyneux says 3 big lies about Fable 2.
Yeah, it's like Peter Molyneux says 3 things about Fable 2. Can you guess which 2 of them will be cut before shipping?
And I realize that it's popular to rag on Peter Molyneux about this stuff, but he's so reliable about it is the thing that makes it so much fun.
I think he's realized that he's maybe perceived that way, and I think at this point.
But then even like I think to a certain degree, but then like last year it didn't stop talking about the fucking dog.
Right.
Like that's the big idea, and that he comes out and he's really committed to it and passionate about it and believes in it all the way. That's the thing. Like all of these things that he's going to talk about, whether they make it into the game or not, he believes in it.
Yeah,
he doesn't think he's lying.
It all seems totally possible, at this point. And then I don't know what happens, whether it's just the realities of the game business of where his publisher stepping in and saying, "You realize that Christmas is coming.
We have to ship this game.
We gotta ship this thing."
Players need to be able to customize their own ham sandwiches.
All right, well look, let's cut the ham out of that sandwich and ship it before Thanksgiving.
Integral to the experience. The player will not be fully immersed in the wonderful, magical world of Fable 2 without customized ham sandwiches. You can choose from a Varti or a Gouda or a Colby cheddar cheeses, or for the ham itself, you have a regular thin sliced deli ham or a Black Forest ham. The endless, limitless, imaginable possibilities.
All right, well look, maybe you can make that. That can be some downloadable content. You can put that in after the fact. Just cut it out, ship the game.
And then the ham sandwiches end up becoming the focus for an entirely different game.
Fable 3. Yeah, so there's that, and that does sound interesting, but also at that same time is something called Up Against the Wall. Game makers take on the press.
Let's talk about what this is and who is in this.
I don't have the names in front of me here.
I have the names here.
Okay, I know it's Andy McNamara from Game Informer.
It's I'll start from the top of this list here. I've got Brad Crescente from Kotaku, Ngai. Is that how you say it? Ngai. Is it Ngai? Okay, Ngai Kroll. He's the Newsweek guy.
Yep.
Jeff Keighley, Garnett Lee. He's the managing editor at 1UP. Andy McNamara is the executive editor at Game Informer, and Stephen Totillo.
I think it's Totillo. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know that I've ever heard it pronounced.
Okay, so I'll go Stephen Totillo, who does the
MTV
News blog. So these are kind of some of the, I wouldn't necessarily call them mainstream, but these are your kind of fringe enthusiast, fringe mainstream press heavies out there right now.
Right, yeah, there's definitely some respected names. I think Ngai's one of the best guys out there doing it right now. I think Steven's been doing really well with it.
I'd agree that those guys...
and Andy McNamara, I cannot say enough about...
you are on a personal level a big fan of Andy Mac.
If not for Andy McNamara, their chances are I would not have done the things that I have done in the world of writing about games. Yeah, definitely. So, big fan of Andy. I think he's one of the all-time greats, and it's good to see him on a panel like this. So I guess the nature of this panel is they're saying that like basically they've been soliciting questions from game developers that they perceive to be tough questions, and developers are going to get the chance to kind of grill the press for a change, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
So, I mean, I guess what I wonder is, is there going to be kind of big philosophical stuff about like what the intent of the writer is, when approaching a story or a game, or do you think they're going to get like real nitpicky and kind of like get into like the petty shit about like, well, how many hours do you play a game for blah de blah?
In your review of my game, you said this, and it's not true. We spent all this time on the AI, and you said it was bad. What are you talking about?
I just hope it doesn't fall into that because, it's going to be a Fable 2 thing.
Right. Exactly.
So you're going to have else who's loaded at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it'll just be like us asking them questions.
It'll be the press asking the press.
So, you remember that time you wrote that, when your publication wrote that preview of that Team Ninja thing, and then this and that? What was that about?
How did you get that story?
Yeah, exactly.
But Jeff, let's without further ado, let's go to what is probably the most exciting
Dude, totally.
session of all of GDC. 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. A Portal post-mortem integrating writing and design. So this is all about Portal, and this is featuring Kim Swift and Old Man Murray's own Eric Woodhall.
Yeah, so this was the first thing I wrote down on my list of things I want to see, and really it is the only thing that I feel I absolutely must see.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. There's like a lot of that stuff I really would like to see, but like I will miss everything else if it means I can go see this.
Right, totally. I would very much like to hear about the process of integrating the writing with Portal's design, and Eric Woodhall, a fascinating individual to say the least.
But yeah, a brilliant and hilarious writer, and his influence on the tone of Portal. To anyone that read any of his stuff on Old Man Murray, or saw any of his stuff that would pop up elsewhere, he was a pretty prolific writer for a while there. You can taste the Eric Woolpaw all over it.
Ew.
You could taste it. It's palpable.
Yeah, so that's totally, yeah, I definitely want to see that. The description for the talk says that there will be dares involved, plenty of time for questions or dares, so we can maybe dare them to do something. That might be fun.
Yeah, I'm very any sort of talking about Portal, especially from the writing side, which is the game. That game is so brilliant, but what really hooks in is the writing in a very surprising way. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that one, absolutely thrilled to go see that one. And then at the end of all of this, I've got this thing at 5:30, the Game Design Challenge, the Interspecies game, which I've seen video of this from GDC years past. They have this Game Design Challenge where basically they have they'll get these 2 teams of game designers, and they'll basically just do like a quiz game, but with lots of like super intense, like very game developer focused questions. Like you have to basically, like, all the questions go completely over my head, but just kind of watching these guys, kind of have this fake, this mock game show in a peer environment is kind of interesting. Also, I wanted to, the big draw on this one is Alexei Pajanov is going to be on one of the panels, so just to see him up there at all, I'm compelled to go and find.
So he'll answer every question for, like, maybe if there were blocks dropping, that would work. or hats, if you could have hats dropping, match up some different colored hats.
Faces.
Yeah, faces perhaps. Oh, Hatris, now that's a game. Where is my Xbox Live Arcade port of Hatris? The time is now.
I'd say probably right now my most obscure demand would be I want Sim Tower or Xbox Live.
Yeah, exactly.
Or no, fuck that. I want Sim Ant.
Yes,
for the Xbox Live.
Sim Ant, certainly. So yeah, that's pretty much it for GDC. I think the other thing is there's a weird thing that I'm gonna get into that's like Will Wright giving a lecture, and then
I also got an invite for that. There's an evening with Will Wright, which I guess he's not doing anything else actually at the.
Right,
GDC.
I think this is the only thing. So yeah, it's a separate kind of deal. Are you gonna go to that? You're going to that?
Yeah, no, I'm going to the Will Wright thing. I got an invite for that. So
terrific. We'll go together. It'll be fun. I believe it's gonna start off with a bit of a lecture followed by a Q&A session. Like, they're inviting people to send in questions now, and he'll answer some questions, and then after that it'll turn into kind of a party type thing.
So yeah, that's kind of the week ahead.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's all that's really going on with me. I mean, what are you playing aside from no longer playing Lost Odyssey?
Aside from that, I'm playing a fair amount of Carcassonne lately for no good reason.
Huh.
And I got I also have the Tomb Raider anniversary in from the GameFly.
Oh yeah, game threw that in.
Game threw that one in, and GameFly continues to torture me by leaving a second slot on my account open for days on end without shipping me anything.
Weird. Yeah, right now, yeah, I just got the box to the Bigs, which I bought from GameFly, so they sent me the box. And I mostly just bought it because I hadn't played too much of it yet, wanted to play more, but still wanted to get more games. So right now I have Devil May Cry 360, which isn't really doing much of anything for me.
Yeah, that's on my list. Right now, my list I have pared down to Turok, Devil May Cry 4, and No More Heroes. No More Heroes is obviously the one that I want to play the most, but I still feel compelled to stab some dinosaurs and, I don't know, cry on a devil.
Yeah, I mean, having never really been a big fan of the Devil May Cry series, I feel like a lot of the changes to Devil May Cry 4 just totally lost on me. It's like, oh, so I'm playing as a different white-haired dude, and he has a crazy demon arm I can use to punch guys in addition to the sword and gun? Yeah, okay.
That still sounds like Devil May Cry to me. I also just never... Devil May Cry is one of those games that always seem like a game I should like, but...
Right, it's like a straightforward action game. Yeah.
It sounds compelling if you tell me the parts that make up Devil May Cry, but then the way that they are assembled just doesn't quite agree with me.
Yeah, I think for me it's some camera stuff, but I don't know, just thematically it's not really doing anything for me. But the cutscenes are all right, even if they are mad long. And the other game I have out right now is Uncharted.
Have you gotten into that much yet?
No, not yet. I mean, I played bits and pieces of it back around the time it came out, but never really got the time to just kind of sink into it and play it all the way through. And I think I am going to bust that out of the envelope.
It's a very good game. I'd say it's a very, very good game. I think I grew tired of the way that it structures the gunfight stuff. It feels a little...
The Legion will fall.
Yeah, at a certain point in the game, it becomes a little apparent, kind of like the mechanics behind the scene of guys deploying automatically until you reach a certain point and stuff like that.
Oh, right.
So yes, just some kind of gamey aspects to it, but gorgeous game. It's some nice storytelling and some good voice acting and whatnot. So
yeah, but
I think it's definitely worth going through. And it's not that long either. So
good, because I want to send both these games back because I really want to get a hold of Jumper and CSI for both for 360. Apparently,
I think I've got a copy of Jumper coming to me.
Well, the points are apparently quite easy. Someone on my list got like 800 points out of it in something like 45 minutes. So,
Jumper. Yeah, I want to check out the Jumper. I'm definitely not with you on Jumper, and I've already played through the CSI. So, they're kind of soul deadening as easy as they are to get.
I've got a lot of free time these days. I don't know if you noticed. So
the Legion's end draws.
I think I'm just gonna get a fact that just says exactly what to do, and then just do that, and just button my way through it in like 4 hours or however.
I did that, but there's just so much like back and forth between locations and load times that it's still kind of grueling, even using a fact for it.
Well, maybe I'll do it over the course of like 10 hours and just like occasionally turn around and input the next command, and then turn back around to my computer and play audio surf or do whatever, on that.
Do something that isn't killing you inside.
Right. Yeah, for a change.
Well, hot damn. Yeah, I guess those are video games today. Do we want to talk about? Let's talk about new releases.
Yeah, what's out this week?
I'm actually gonna go look it up. I'm gonna go find out. I want to know.
It's
I'm actually finding these days that I care more about what's on the new release calendar.
The Club is out this week.
I've heard different things about the Club depending on who you talk to.
From what I played of it, which there is a demo out now if people do want to check it out. It just seems overly
good
clunky.
health.
Like it seemed like a really neat idea, but
Open your
I don't know.
heart
I just
to the light.
not doing it didn't really do it for me in the way that a shooter should in this day and age, I guess.
It definitely looks a little throwback. in a way, it reminds me of like a late '90s Sega arcade game.
Totally. It is like it's got like a lot of stuff kind of in common with stuff like the Grid. Remember that Midway shooter, the arcade?
I do remember the Grid.
Yeah, where it's just like kind of weird arcadey, or yeah, like Outriggers for Dreamcast, that Sega arcade. Like, because it is very much about points, so it's about like keeping a combo going by shooting people in quick succession or doing rolls before you shoot them. Making sure you get them in the head, and basically just kind of like not stopping for nothing and laying people down fast. Which on paper sounds really cool, but I don't know, the controls just didn't seem like instantly kind of pick up and play for as much as you might want a game like that to be. So I guess I'm gonna approach it with caution, but it did leave me kind of at least interested enough to want to play more of the final version.
And the rest of next week is kind of crummy. Nothing really else. I guess there's Apollo Justice. It's turning for the DS, more lawyer in action.
Yeah, get your law on.
Law it up. Everything else next week, nothing else really jumping out at me. Do we know what the Lavercade game is, or are?
I don't think so. I don't think they've said, but they did announce the Rock Band stuff early.
Right. I'm done buying Rock Band songs.
I like same here, but only because I'm not playing it. Like basically, at some point, I'm gonna put that game back in because there'll be people here at the house, and I'll be playing some 4-player. And I think when that happens, I'm just gonna go through and buy everything I haven't bought yet.
Yeah, that's definitely has become the bottleneck with that game is people to play with, because playing those new songs by yourself is not really that compelling.
Right. It's like, oh, the police. Oh, okay, well, yeah, I see how that could be fun in a group. Maybe one of these days I will have a group together.
Let's see here. All right, I'm not gonna blow it here, but week after next, much more interesting, much more compelling release calendar for that.
May the light embrace
leave that for then.
I guess, yeah. If there is a then.
I guess this is now weekly. I just decided.
Yeah, you just decided this is weekly. Okay.
Decided we were gonna do this more than once.
All right, fine. Be that way if you want to be a jerk about it. I guess.
It's weekly. Deal with it.
Okay, fine. Now we
produce this. There's also not a name so far. This is just the podcast.
It's
Ryan talk about Gatorade and games.
Yeah. So end result of us doing this, I think I'm gonna change out of the clothes I slept in and go buy some Gatorade Tiger if I can find it, because I'm now interested.
Do that, and then I fully recommend that you video blog about that experience to compliment.
To vlog it? You want me to do a vlog?
I think you should do a vlog.
Vlog?
A vlog.
A vlog? Yeah, I don't know. Now that we got the Skype thing going, I'd say we should contact one Rich Gallup, but he went and got a job, so he starts work this coming week. So congratulations to him for selling out the beautiful dream of me rolling out of bed and discovering that he has been playing Call of Duty 4 for a couple of hours with one Ben Coelho, and then playing with them for a couple of hours before Ben has to go play ping pong with his like 70 or 80-year-old next door neighbor for an hour.
Yeah, that was a good lifestyle. I'm a little disappointed that Rich had to go and get a job just as soon as I had quit mine.
Well, I think this will work out because we can still be a trio. We'll just have to get a hold of Ben and say, hey, it's time to shoot dudes, and then we can have a new group.
Even in his new setup, I'm sure that Rich will still have plenty of free time as he kind of gets going.
Yeah. So we'll see what he has to say about this.
So next week there will be guests.
Good health, long life.
Great. All right. Yeah. So for the show. Okay. So A, it's weekly, and B, now we have to track down guests. Great. Do you want to pile this even higher? Do you want to like get a hold of Ben and say, hey, it's time to shoot dudes, and then we can have a new group.
Even in his new setup, I'm sure that Rich will still have plenty of free time as he kind of gets going.
Yeah. So we'll see what he has to say about all this.
So next week there will be guests.
Great. All right. Yeah. So for the show. Okay, so A, it's weekly, and B, now we have to track down guests. Great. Do you want to pile this even higher? Do you want to like raise the expectations for the following show even more, so that we just can't possibly meet them and disappoint everyone that
Well,
ever considers listening to it?
We've been looking to get a sponsor, so look out for some hot giveaways next week.
Oh, dude, come on!
We're going to be doing. Be sure to send in any email questions that you might have for us, and we'll answer them on the podcast. We'll have a Skype line that you can call into, so you can leave messages on our Skype number, and we'll discuss those here on the air as well. So tune in next week for all that.
Or maybe just come by and be part of our live studio audience.
Yeah, come here live. Come to our party line.
That's right. So I guess that's gonna do it for this podcast. Find more of things that we have to say at arrowpointingdown.com
and at fgerstmann.net.
Yeah, your source
for us talking about things.
For us talking about things, yeah, exactly. So
for these two guys and
these two guys that talk about stuff.
Some boring topics that they're interested in.
Yeah, that they're only barely interested in, that you are almost guaranteed to not be interested in.
Such as HD DVD.
Such as HD DVD. Yeah.
Sessions at GDC.
I really want to see the tag cloud for this podcast. Gatorade, Tiger Woods, Tooth and Plaque Conspiracy.
This will be one where the Venn diagram
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
None of them touching.
Exactly. Alright, so that does it for us.
See us next week. We'll have a guest, live audience, email questions, voicemails, prizes, so much more.
And we're gonna have a snake trainer here with some pythons
from the San Diego Zoo. He's gonna give us a little demo. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Please tune in then.
Yeah.
By popular demand, the Arrow Pointing Down podcast. It's February 24th. I'm Ryan Davis. I am joined by TV's own Jeff Gerstmann.
Hello, Ryan Davis.
Open your heart
and also
to the light.
sitting on the other side of the couch is Alex Navarro. Alex, what's up?
I'm not TV's Alex Navarro.
You're not TV's Alex Navarro.
They
Have
don't
you ever
put
been
me on
TV?
television. I've never been on television.
At all? Not even like background shot, like during a news.
Well, not that I'm aware of. No, I'm pretty sure that's never happened. He's the man with a face. Thanks,
So,
Jeff. Yeah, no problem, dude.
So yeah, hey guys, what's up?
Not much. Just glad we got all this stuff set up. It's like we're kind of comically sprawled out across my living room here.
Yeah, I like that you're. I want to paint a word picture for the folks at home.
Sure.
We're in Jeff's living room right now recording this. So in person this time.
Yeah.
Jeff has a large L-shaped couch.
Yeah.
Very luxurious.
It sleeps 7.
It does.
Yeah.
Sweet 90-degree angle.
I slept on it last night. It was fantastic. I'm sitting on one extreme end of it, and there's little separate seat things.
Recline. Get your recline on.
I'm bust out my
recline.
recliner.
Amazing.
Oh,
Enjoy yourself.
totally
Enjoy it.
now.
All right,
The
my feet are up
Naru
now.
have
Yeah.
not
Alex,
forgotten us.
Alex is basically sitting at the other side of the angle from me. Also,
Using pillows for armrests. I've got a Dale number 3 car.
That's number 3, man.
Number
It's gonna
3.
live forever.
I've got an Intimidator.
Intimidator.
well, before people think, so there's actually a pillow shaped like the number 3 car.
Not
Not
shaped
Dale
like,
Earnhardt's head.
No.
which would be better.
Is it shaped like a cut seatbelt?
Oh, man, they cut the Intimidator seatbelt, man. Everybody knows it. He was too good, man. They had to do him.
And then in the other corner of the room, Jeff has a big professional Chinese microphone set up.
This is a sick Chinese mic.
complete with pop screen and everything, and he's standing there like an R&B singer of some kind.
Yeah, I'm standing here. I hear. You want me to put like a hand over an ear here so I can kind of really
it's like
Can you do the thing with the one hand where you hold it up at different points next to your head when you're getting
Kind to those less
It's like you're in the
fortunate.
studio with Diddy right now and making the band 4 or something.
Yeah.
So
I'll just do like hip hop ad libs the whole. Like I won't say anything. I'll just arrow pointed down. Yeah.
Dionysaka.
Damn.
So that's the setup in the room here. Now that we had this meeting of the minds, what do we want to talk about? I guess
Nothing, dude. I don't know.
No. Yeah.
We don't. Should we just end this now?
Yeah, let's just back it up.
Joining us.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was the second episode of Air Pointing Down podcast. Thanks for
Thanks
coming
for
by,
having
folks.
me, guys. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Really interesting perspective on stuff. I'm really glad you brought a lot to the table, and I think we're all better off having her.
Fantastic.
I'm also just to continue painting the picture. I'm drinking a delicious Blue Ribbon. So you can hear it.
Quality beer. I've got a cherry Coke. It's like Coke.
I got a Diet Pepsi, Coke, but Pepsi.
Jeff, you've also got a candy bar over there. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I do, yeah. I picked this up. I picked this up at a Walmart recently and just haven't gotten around to eating it. It is a Snickers Nut and Butter Crunch, which it also says limited edition, so I shouldn't even be touching this because it's not mint anymore.
Now I see red wrapper on that. It's reminding me a lot of the peanut butter Snickers bar.
Yeah.
Do you think this is just the same damn thing?
Milk chocolate, peanuts, and creamy peanut butter taste is what it says here.
Derived from what though?
Yeah.
It's a peanut butter taste.
It tastes like peanut butter. It is not peanut butter, but it is still creamy.
That's
Like
very
a
similar,
peanut butter would be.
Very similar to the beverage I had last night.
Did you have a peanut butter beverage last
No,
night?
have you seen this at the 7-Eleven? It's a Slurpee Chino.
No.
It's a coffee flavored Slurpee drink.
That sounds kind of haunting.
Yeah, I went to the 7-Eleven last night and saw that and said, well, I gotta try that.
How was it?
I think Jeff can back this up. He had a little taste of it. It's a Slurpee. It tastes and looks like a Slurpee. It's not like they turned the Slurpee machine into a Frappuccino machine.
Well, thank God for that.
And it's sweet in the way that a Slurpee is. It's that kind of syrupy, sugary sweetness.
Right.
But then at the end, there's this little surprise. This little man jumps up and says, "Hey, it's also coffee." Hey, coffee! Kind of tastes like coffee.
Wow.
But kind of like in a really weird synthetic way.
Right, yeah, it's like coffee chemicals. They've distilled it down. Like when we're all eating pills and we live on the moon base, this is what all our food will taste like.
I envision that little man sort of being dressed in like an 1800s sort of a British guy kind of poppy outfit, but also having kind of a steampunk aesthetic to him. Like those guys that were at GDC.
Steampunk, very big.
Yeah,
It's very hot right now.
Yeah, but having an elven voice.
Yes.
Back to the Future 3 is very hot right now.
Very hot.
It's a great movie.
Isn't that basically the origination? Didn't Marty McFly invent steampunk? Is that?
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes
Yeah.
also. So I didn't want to get too derailed there with the Slurpee thing. But
I did.
Jeff, you want to
Okay,
get in
I'll
on
bust
this?
this open and try this Snickers here. Now, the other thing is there's also Snickers. What's it called? There's an energy Snickers.
Oh yes. Is there
Snickers
just
Charge? I think
Snickers
it's
Charge,
called.
not just Snickers Energy?
Yeah, no. And they basically took like the ingredients of a Red Bull and somehow fit it into a Snickers bar, which makes it taste like a Snickers bar.
Yeah, it's that kind of
That weird taste in the back of
acrid-
your mouth. Yeah. Imagine that in candy bar form. Okay, we're gonna smell the Snickers.
Okay.
Smells like chocolate. Doesn't really smell any different than regular.
So far, let's see it. That looks like a Snickers
It looks
bar.
like a Snickers bar.
So far, so good. Let's jump in. First bite.
Hard.
Keep it somewhere cold.
Well, this house
Yeah,
is
my
a little
house.
cold.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The
Oh, it's
heater-
not, another point very worth making, I think, is that it is freezing damn cold in Jeff's house because his heater broke.
My heater broke. It doesn't work.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a
Which
problem.
is also why Jeff is wearing the sweet neck thing that he
Yeah.
has on.
I'm just wearing that so I can pull it up like I'm a ninja.
That's true. All right, bite one, Jeff. You're into it.
Tastes like a Snickers bar.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my issue with this concept is Snickers bars are peanutty
Yeah.
inherently.
Like, is there
Is
maybe
it-
like
is
a
it like-
slightly
is it-
sweeter kind of thing on the under end there?
Is there a greater intensity of peanutness?
No.
Okay.
I'm
So it's-
really not getting.
So basically, it's a Snickers bar.
It tastes like a not a great. It tastes like a subpar Snickers bar.
You bought this at a regular store. You didn't buy this at the grocery outlet or something.
No, this is not used food. I
Okay.
got this at a Walmart.
Okay,
America shops at Walmart, Jack.
it's true.
Big box stores.
Oh yeah, keep them out. Mom and pop.
keep Petaluma
Mom and pop
egg-centric.
Snickers. Don't even get me started.
I think I just did
Wait, on what?
on keeping Petaluma egg-centric.
Oh, egg-centric.
Yeah. There's a lot of people here that don't want the big box stores to come in and drive out our local flavor. They instead want to force us all to leave town anytime we want to buy anything useful
Yeah.
that isn't a didgeridoo or a fedora.
Well, you know,
Or some
whenever
sort
I
of
need a
antique
fedora,
desk.
I know where to go now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
good. So we're gonna pan the this what's it called again? The Snickers
Nut
Nutrageous?
and butter crunch. I guess it doesn't taste as.
Okay, spell it out for me, please. I want to know the exact spelling of this. I want to
Yeah.
know how the marketing team attacked this one.
NUT apostrophe N butter crunch.
Is butter separate?
It's too far
nut-
away.
Yes, it's on a separate
nut-
line and it is all lowercase.
And now butter crunch is not one word. There's a space between butter and crunch.
Still recharging.
Three-word phrase here. Four-word phrase. I guess with the Snickers
Yeah.
on the front.
I think the is separate.
So 5.
Yeah.
So Snickers, nut, butter, crunch, and
It tastes kind of like those peanut butter Snickers that they try to come out with. Not quite as peanut butter, I guess.
all right.
It's like they try to strike a middle road. I don't know. It's not different enough. Fails to differentiate itself. It is the World War II first-person shooter of candy bars.
Okay.
No whatchamacallit, that's for damn sure.
Oh, what is? I love a whatchamacallit, Jeff.
Word.
Yeah.
I also love an Abba Zaba. I
Do
feel
they
like
even still make Abba Zabbas?
absolutely. Also, and I think this is kind of like the lesser-known cousin of the Abba Zaba is the Big Hunk, which is quite tasty. It's like an Abba
Blessings
Zaba, but
upon
with just like
you.
nuts in it instead of like the peanut butter
I
center.
haven't had a big hunk in a long time.
I like a good Big Hunk.
Would you step to the punk with a big hunk?
I don't know what that means.
Slap it from his hands as you hit him with a punk to the ground?
right.
So there's our arrow pointing down food minute.
So
Before we get into our next topic, I actually wanted to. I guess I'll use this as a segue into our next topic.
So now it's the arrow pointing down drink minute.
Yeah, now it's the arrow pointing down beverage taste test minute, which we've already established as being a core part of the show.
Blue ribbon is delicious.
Which people also really excited about.
Yeah.
We got a lot of really great feedback. Pretty much everyone's like,
Well-
yes, please more after our lengthy Gatorade Tiger.
Well,
discussion.
I guess before we get into new territory, we should briefly touch on last week's Gatorade Tiger.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
Okay, yeah. Let's.
I was not here for this, but
Let's wrap that some. So last week I discovered the Gatorade Tiger 3 flavors of Gatorade, branded with Tiger Woods, and tried them out on the air, and found I liked the red, which we discovered is Red Drive.
Red Drive.
Jeff, after we finished recording that, your interest was piqued.
Oh, for sure, yes. I am a beverage enthusiast and had to immediately get out there and find some of this stuff. Couldn't find it in the convenience store or gas station environment. Had to actually go to a supermarket to get it. Anyway, I got one of each flavor and tried them. And I think I'm with you in that the citrus flavor is my least favorite. And grape is great. And the red drive.
Red Drive is really, though, I think the standout flavor of the three because it is the most